Today, Porsche is synonymous with sleek, high-performance sports cars, a symbol of luxury and automotive excellence. But behind the glistening chrome and roaring engines lies a past shrouded in controversy, a past intertwined with the darkest chapter in human history. Hi, welcome to Business Insights. Today, let's talk about the dark history of Porsche. Buckle up as we delve into what really happened, dissecting the shadows that linger behind the marque's iconic crest. Let's get started. Birth of a Dream, Blurred by Darkness, 1898 to 1945. Our story begins not in the roar of engines, but in the quiet Austrian town of Maffersdorf, where Ferdinand Porsche was born in 1898. A prodigy, from a young age, he possessed a relentless curiosity and a passion for automobiles. This passion propelled him to design his first vehicle at the tender age of 25, a precursor to a career that would redefine the automotive landscape. Porsche's early years were marked by a meteoric rise. He designed groundbreaking racing cars, winning prestigious races and establishing himself as a leading pioneer in the nascent field of automotive engineering. He dreamt of creating a car for the people, an affordable and efficient vehicle that could be enjoyed by the masses. This dream, however, would become entangled with the darkest chapter in human history. The winds of World War II brought a seismic shift in Germany. Hitler, ascending to power, recognized Porsche's genius and commissioned him to design the infamous Volkswagen Beetle. Initially envisioned as a people's car fulfilling personal transportation needs, the Beetle's true purpose took a sinister turn. Its production relied heavily on forced labor, primarily Jews imprisoned in concentration camps like Auschwitz. Porsche's company, profiting from this inhumane system, turned a blind eye to the suffering it fueled. While his biographer claims he held reservations about using forced labor, his actions spoke louder than words. He remained close to Hitler, benefiting from his patronage and actively contributing to the Nazi war machine by designing tanks, military vehicles, and even the formidable Tiger tank. The war ended in 1945, leaving behind a trail of devastation and a heavy reckoning for those who collaborated with the regime. Porsche himself was arrested and charged with war crimes, though later acquitted due to lack of direct evidence. He, however, faced a different kind of judgment, the silent censure of history etched upon his legacy. Shadows linger, denial takes root, 1945 to 1990s. In the post-war years, Porsche sought to distance itself from its wartime activities. The company focused on its growing success in racing and sports car production, crafting sleek, high-performance machines that became symbols of luxury and automotive excellence. The Beetle, ironically, became a global icon, its cheerful form divorced from the grim reality of its origins. This era, however, wasn't devoid of shadows. While building its luxury image, Porsche downplayed its wartime involvement, denying any direct responsibility for the use of forced labor. Documents and testimonies remained buried, whispers of the past brushed aside in the pursuit of a gleaming future. Critics accused the company of historical revisionism, of deliberately erasing its complicit past. The echoes of denial began to fade in the 1990s. Rising public awareness and relentless research by historians unearthed irrefutable evidence of Porsche's role in the Nazi regime. Archives revealed contracts with concentration camps, testimonies from survivors, and undeniable proof of the company's direct involvement in forced labor. This damning evidence shattered the carefully constructed facade, forcing Porsche to confront the ghosts of its past. Facing the past, seeking redemption, 1990s to present. The pressure to acknowledge its wartime activities finally reached a tipping point. In 2009, Porsche commissioned an independent historical study marking a turning point in its approach to its past. The study meticulously documented the company's collaboration with the Nazi regime and the use of forced labor, finally admitting to its historical responsibility. This wasn't just a passive admission of guilt, it was an active engagement with history. Porsche established a museum dedicated to the history of forced labor, ensuring that the suffering of those used to build its empire wouldn't be forgotten. They partnered with historical institutions and researchers, offering access to archives and documents for a comprehensive understanding of their wartime activities. This shift, however, wasn't devoid of criticism. Some argued that the museum and historical research were mere PR tactics, attempts to sanitize their image without offering concrete reparations or acknowledging the full extent of their culpability. The question of whether Porsche's efforts represent genuine atonement or calculated maneuvering continues to linger, sparking ongoing debates about the ethics of historical reckoning. Beyond atonement, embracing responsibility, present and future. The story of Porsche's dark history and its attempts at reckoning isn't simply about guilt and redemption. It's a complex dialogue about accountability, responsibility, and the enduring struggle for justice. Beyond museums and historical research, the question begs, how can a corporation entangled with atrocities in the past truly move forward in a way that honors the victims and shapes a more ethical future? One path lies in embracing responsibility beyond the confines of historical research. Porsche could partner with organizations supporting descendants of forced laborers, offering tangible reparations and acknowledging the intergenerational impact of their wartime actions. They could implement stricter ethical sourcing practices throughout their supply chain, ensuring that their luxury cars aren't built on the exploitation of vulnerable workers. This wouldn't erase the past, but it would demonstrate a commitment to building a future where human rights and ethical labor are not mere footnotes in the pursuit of profit. They could advocate for industry-wide ethical standards, urging other automotive giants to confront their own historical legacies and implement responsible business models. Another path lies in critically engaging with the narratives surrounding Porsche. The sleek brand image, the exhilarating performance, the aura of luxury. These must be examined through the lens of history, acknowledging the ethical complexities woven into the fabric of the mark. Consumers can play a crucial role in this process, engaging in critical consumption, researching the ethical practices of brands they invest in, and holding corporations accountable for their actions. This isn't just about boycotting brands, it's about demanding transparency and ethical responsibility. It's about questioning the narrative corporations peddle and holding them to a higher standard. By amplifying the voices of those who suffered and demanding concrete action, consumers can exert pressure on brands to truly engage with their past and build a future worthy of remembering. Ultimately, the story of Porsche's dark history isn't a simple tale of villains and heroes. It's a multi-layered narrative of human ambition, political machinations, and the persistent fight for justice. By refusing to let the shadows of the past fade, by engaging in critical consumption and demanding ethical responsibility, we can ensure that the roar of engines symbolizes not just speed and power, but a commitment to building a future where human rights are no longer a footnote in the pursuit of automotive excellence. What do you think about this topic? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Business Insights channel. I'll see you in the next video.